Hello. Today I'm having a little walk. And I was thinking, because recently I got offered a job, which I'm taking, or at least attempting to. And now that the letter of employment, whatever it's called, the job offer, has arrived and I've accepted it, there's a bunch of documents that I've been asked to provide in order to be able to go forward with this. And one of the documents, because I'm in Europe, one of the documents I've been requested to provide is my basically a number of numbers, really, that have to do with fiscal stuff. But they're all related and connected to the citizenship card, essentially, or to the ID card that's digital, where all of these services are connected. And I'm having a heck of a time trying to get these various documents without having this digital ID. Now, various European countries, including the ones I have citizenships in, have had digital ID for a very long time. So by now this is completely obvious to pretty much everybody, of course, except me. Now, it is claimed that basically this stuff is convenient, right? Because now all of the documentation and everything is all connected to the same document, which is, I suppose, accurate. But I don't understand why anybody thinks that this is a good idea as a general thing. I mean, in the UK it's just been implemented, right? Or attempted to be implemented, and interesting to see how they pushed it through incredibly quickly. Interesting to see how there is no additional tax that comes with it, because how you're gonna finance it. Interesting to see. I find it absolutely fascinating that all governments don't need to have a budget or anything like that, little aside. But anyway, so I'm trying to get this documentation and I kind of can't. And it's kind of becoming all very complicated. It's a very decent risk that I may actually lose this opportunity because of this rubbish. I think I've reached the end of the road. Just want to turn around. Whee! There we go. I'm exploring a place I don't know. Anyway, so it's convenient as long as you have everything and everything is nice and neato, but it doesn't make any sense. Somebody wants to give you a job, right? Okay. What do they need? Well, they need you to be congenial with what they want. You need to match what they want. And they need, availability, that sort of stuff. So they'll offer you a job. None of this crap matters, right? This is totally in the way. But you absolutely need it in order for the government to extract money from you, like a little walking piggy bank, automatically, of course, for your convenience. So you can't say no, even if you wanted to. What do you think? It doesn't matter in democracies. Didn't you know that? And it's just a gigantic impediment. It is bureaucracy. Now, I've been thinking about this word for a while, but it's interesting because to me now, I see bureaucracy as an antithesis to democracy, right? When everybody falsely and stupidly claims that we live in democracies, that is just nonsense. It's impossible to argue that. We all live in bureaucracies, meaning that the government's agencies, I don't know, like the tax agency or whatever, right, control our lives. And we don't get to vote on them, we don't get to decide anything. And we get to pretend that we're electing somebody that pretends to represent us to a pretend level of tiny amount. This is all so silly. And yet, getting stuck in brambles, and yet they claim that it's a democracy. And by they I mean people as well as the monsters that run the bureaucracy. They claim that the ID card, the digital ID card, is convenient. For whom? I don't think it's convenient for me. All of these numbers are imposed on me. I have 97 IDs. Have a driver's license that has a number. Got a gun permit that has a number. I've got, I own a home that has a number. I have a local tax number that has a number. I have three citizenships, so I have 3 numbers of this sort. I presumably have an ID, at least in one of the countries. That's a number. Got 3 passports. Actually, I have 2. One I've never bothered to get. Anyway, that have 2 numbers. All of this crap is unique. All of this doesn't mean anything to any human. Right? Suppose I came to you and said, I'm number 827497YB. I'm inventing. That's more or less how passports are. Actually, I think that the letters come first. What does that mean to anybody? What do I do with this information? Nothing. I'm walking here in the forest with the birds chirping while I wait because I got nothing better to do, so I might as well record a video. And these are numbers. I am not a number. I am a free man. I don't know that I agree. Not only are you not a number, you are several numbers. All numbers you can't even remember. I forgot all of the cars have a license plate. Those have a number. How many databases have we been part of for all our lives, and more are being added every so often. And some idiot politician has decided that once again they don't need a budget to implement some kind of new useless invention. Well, not useless, I'm sorry. It creates some kind of circular dependency on them. So I suppose they're not useless. I don't know. Very odd. Whoa, I've come to what seems to be a construction thing. I don't know what it is. There is a big sort of bag-like structure or thing. Look at that. The heck is that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but I've been rambling for a bit. But yeah, digital ID in the UK, in a place where I've lived, where I recall distinctly that was being talked about at the time. This was 2007, I believe. And the UK people wanted to have nothing to do with it. And now it's been rammed down their throats. It doesn't matter that they have signed a giganto petition. I think last I saw was 2.5 million participants, 2.3, something like that. Doesn't matter. It's passed. Didn't vote for it. There was no referendum on it. It just passed. And the excuse provided is that it's going to help with the migration problem and illegal workers. A, these two things have nothing in common. One is not connected to the other. B, it's not going to do anything at all to solve this, because the problem of illegal workers and uncontrolled migration is absolutely omnipresent in countries that have digital ID. These people are absolute liars. These people, be in this case Keir Starmer and team, whatever. I don't even know that he thinks for himself, but I don't think it matters. Either way, right? It's all false. It's eternally false. And the people have already reacted to this because nobody goes to vote. There's usually, what, 50% turnout, if you're lucky. It's got to keep going down, guys. Going down. It needs to go down dramatically. Nobody must turn up. Nobody must appear. That's it. I mean, considering the fact that all of these Western governments have, I do not know how much of the workforce working for them, in terms of percentage. My father-in-law was telling me that in Italy 80% of the workforce works for the government. I fell off my chair when he said that, but I don't really struggle believing it too much. Anyway, but yeah, they will vote for themselves. That's a voting bloc. I was listening to Reagan talk about this in 1975 or something. He said, yeah, it's quite the voting bloc. Sure is. They can vote. Because it's us common folk, it's not like our vote matters. Doesn't matter. What do you think? Doesn't matter. Yeah. And you must participate / obey for the good of our democracy, which isn't there. I mean, I don't I don't even know how you begin to potentially address this without some sort of like revolution or something. I'll stop here for a moment. Actually, no, I'll go over there. Let's see what's there. Ooh, trees. Yeah. Anyway, I should probably just stop talking. But yeah, I'll call it here. It's digital ID is awful. All of these numbers are awful. Nobody needs them. Yeah, I was born at the wrong time. I should have been born 20 years earlier, perhaps even 40. Would have been an interestingly different world. But no, I was born in the 80s, and now I'm aging to live in this trash. Very sad.